Peace, welcome to my channel. This is Gigi's House of Wellness, and today I just wanted to cover some entrepreneur, I guess I'll call it entrepreneur basics or entrepreneur advice, not only just for entrepreneurs, those wanting to leave the 9 to 5 rat race. If you are happy with your job and your situation, I am happy for you. But this is for those who want to make a change in their career, their lifestyle. Particularly people who are entrepreneurs and not yet sure of how to start or where to begin. And I'd like to say that although most people do encourage you to keep your 9 to 5 and start your side hustle as your business, I personally like those who just quit. I get some type of satisfaction in quitting jobs. It gives me a little boost of self-reliance, and honestly, I've done it. It's been a long time because I haven't been employed by anyone, but I was working for someone, and I felt so tense being under their jurisdiction or control that when I left, and this was multiple times, I felt a sense of freedom. So this video is for people who are being called into their freedom. And if you are an entrepreneur, you have an idea of what you want to do, a creative outside of that 9 to 5, I would advise you to leave it immediately, because just like a relationship, staying in certain situations are not going to benefit you by being there. Most people are more creative when they're on their toes and have no other choice but to depend on their creativity for survival. So my advice is to believe in yourself, believe in your imagination, because your imagination is the gateway to all your manifestations. If you still can imagine yourself in a better situation or doing that one thing or multiple things that make you feel better, continue to use your imagination and see yourself and take some time out each day. And they say before you go to bed. Now, for me, I don't usually, my mind goes so fast that I can't stay on topic, but there are nights that I try to press my imagination on certain things that I want or certain ways I want to see myself in the future, in the immediate future. And you're supposed to fall into your sleep like that. And a lot of people get confirmations in their dreams, in their dream states. And I am gonna look for some notes because Neville Goddard, if you have not listened to him or read any of his books, I advise you to look him up on YouTube because he has great advice on how to use your imagination to manifest. And some key things that he states in some of his work is first imagine and then feel it. So you have to be in a state of imagination and feeling. You have to feel the emotion of you having that thing or being that person that you're intending to be. And while you see yourself, say you got to get deep into this imagination, like you got to feel yourself. I've done this before, so I'm speaking from my own experience in using your mind to manifest. And I will tell you the story. I was in an old car, I believe it was like a 2003 Ford Escape, and the heat was out in here in Colorado. And this is when early years when I was doing my first delivery chicken and waffle business. And I was out and it was freezing, and there was a friend of mine in the car who was from Southern California and also Hawaii. And so they didn't even know what they were in for, coming outside with no socks on in freezing temperatures. And it was so cold, I was scraping ice off of my inside window. And I started saying how luxurious my car was and how warm I felt. how hot it was getting because the heat was blowing so intensely. And he was like, oh, you are out of your fucking mind. But a few minutes later, I was like, ooh, these leather seats, these seat warmers are warm. Mind you, it was freezing and nothing happened. But if within the next 5 minutes, the heat kicked on. So I knew I was using my power of imagination to create my reality. So that's why I know that it works, though I could say I've probably been saying more negative stuff in the past couple of years than training myself on positive, which that is my own fault because I've have evidence that it works. So seeing yourself, feeling yourself to the point where, yeah, you look crazy to others. But that is called a quantum leap and a quantum jump, and it could change immediately just by using your imagination and your emotion of feeling. Let's see, you're supposed to disregard the appearance of what your life is looking like right now and only see it as what you want it to be. This is for entrepreneurs. This is for people that are wanting. There's so many people I know that do love their jobs, and I'm not bashing anyone, but I like to say people who want to get off the plantation. And that's what I'm going to call this video, just to get the views. Prayer and meditation is an illusion of sleep. So this is letting you know as you sleep, you're in the subconscious state, and the subconscious mind is the feminine part of the mind, and it is the womb of creation. So you are impregnating your ideas and your visions into your womb of your thoughts when you are sleeping, or if you're meditating or praying, you're imitating being asleep. So that's why you're tapping into the unseen and the unknown. You're on the other side of the realm. And so that is where we tap in, and that is where we create. And that is what this video is about: creating your reality, believing in yourself, going within to express what you want to see on the outside. You're going inside. One of my very favorite quotes is from Ralph Waldo Emerson, who wrote, "As a man thinketh." And I always say this to myself when I'm wandering off: seek yourself. Do not seek yourself outside of yourself. This always puts me back in check when I'm too involved on the outside and I want to get into my creation and my divinity and my femininity. I go inside. And it's been the best experience for me, and I would recommend that to anyone. And that just means meditating and either just being blank, which is very hard to do for so many minutes, or focusing on that imagination, the imagination, which is the eye, and awakening your third eye. So in order to awaken that third eye is to use your imagination and use it to create your outer world and your outer reality. So I think I kind of wandered off, but I believe that this has to do with leaving the 9-to-5, getting out of the rat race, believing in yourself, using your inner eye to create your reality. So the most important thing is to have belief in your own imagination. You don't even have to share your feelings with each other, but a way to practice this and exercise your imagination is asking someone else what exactly do they want to do. Some people, I want to be a sports broadcaster. You see that person as that, and don't tell them that you've imagined, like, use your mind and imagine that person being a sports broadcaster. When that person manifests, you have just assisted this person on their goals and their dreams, and using the power of the mind to create their reality. It's possible. We all have this power and ability. We just don't believe in ourselves enough to practice it. Just start practicing a little by little. But honestly, to leave a 9-to-5, just go do it and start your mission. That's my best advice. If you feel you need that security and that safety, keep that job, but don't put your dreams or and your goals on that far on the side of something that's temporarily giving you an illusion of security, because none of this stuff is safe. If you're dependent on money and you're wanting to be an entrepreneur, you have to eliminate that a false sense of security, and you have to learn how to survive on your creativity and using the power of your imagination to bring forth your reality. I don't like to go on past 10 minutes on my videos because I see how I kind of went back and forth between two subjects, but all in all, it's all going to come together, and it all is it's all benefiting your same result. Believing in yourself, believing in your creativity, working and creating a work environment that you feel you are not wasting your creativity on, and a life. Because this time is short and limited, and we have so much time to be that who we have come here to be, it's best to start as soon as you realize that you want something else. Thank you for coming to my channel. Please subscribe and like, and I'll see you again tomorrow. Peace.